Finding Calm in the Chaos. I am Denise Sith, and this is my podcast. Hello, everybody. It is Denise. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another episode of Finding Calm in the Chaos. Today, we are talking about the Don't Care Dozen. And you're probably asking me, what is the Don't Care Dozen? Well, I'm going to warn you guys right now. You probably might not understand this list. You might be like, hey, there's some things on this list I wish I had, like right now. You might be, I got some of these things, but I'm not feeling all of them, Denise. And that's okay. But I guarantee you, if you are over 50, this is your Don't Care Dozen list, period. I started thinking about the things that I do that are different than Mr. Sith. And so Mr. Sith and I, for those of you who don't know, there is a 13-year gap between us. And he is younger. Yeah. So he is younger. And that comes with a lot of benefits. I'm not going to lie. But it also comes with a lot of difficulty, especially in that kind of age span. And when I hit 50, I found I became way less tolerable of it than like 10 years ago or even 5 years ago. Just saying. So I am 54. I'm going to be 55 in the fall. And I put together a list of things that I just don't care. And I call them the Don't Care Dozen because there are 12 of them. And I'm going to rattle through those in this episode. Let me just tell you, it is insane how once I got my mind around this, I thought like, you know what? I'm just really becoming, number one, don't care attitude more. Number two, just I don't tolerate things like I used to, but rather than get all involved in it, I'm just like tiptoeing out of the ring, like, see you later. A back step right out of this and walk away. I just feel like there's many things. Number one, there's a certain confidence that comes when you turn 50. And I know in my 40s, I felt like I had that. But when I turned 50, it was like somebody handed me the first place trophy. It is so different. So if you're in your 40s, hang in there, gals, because it's a coming. And I honestly feel it's such a form of freedom that I think you should have this in your 30s. Because then, the next 20 years would be more fabulous. So my first thing on the list is invitations. Now, I'm just giving you this is my dirty dozen, okay? It's my Don't Care Dozen. It is my list of personal experiences of things that have happened to me over my lifetime that I just feel may relate to a lot of women in their 50s, okay? And so one of them is invitations, because I used to get so hung up on whether or not I was invited to something. Oh my God, I hope I get invited to that. Oh, look at all the pictures. Everybody's talking about that at the one party, but I didn't go to that party. Why? It just like, honestly, it's just stupid. So there had to have been one time or another in your life that you just felt like you wanted to be invited to parties. And in all actuality, I could give two shits now. If I go, I go. And if I didn't get invited, cool. That's one less thing I got to put a bra and a shoes on for. There's that. So invitations, I really don't care. It's just strange how I have literally become, I'd rather literally stay home or have friends come to my house that I could tolerate and have a small, intimate night, just really over some like nice apps and just chill. Or I've even had crochet days where friends have come over and we've just crocheted together because, crochet. It's totally zen for me and it's pleasing and we can have conversations and it's really nice. So there, invitations. I don't really care about them anymore. If you send it to me and I really like you, I'll go. but I'm not going to stay late. I don't do that any either. I used to be like the last person out and help clean and do all that shit. And in all honesty, I made an appearance. Here's something cool. If a gift warranted, I'm always a good gift giver. And I got to go. I got to get in my pajamas. I got to go home. Number 2, frivolous romance. Okay, so this is a newer thing for me. I literally I don't care. Mr. Sith is not a romantic person. Many husbands are like this. I don't know why. I'm raising Peter to be just the opposite. I want literally the woman he marries to thank me. And I'm going to be like, you are freaking welcome. I almost said the F word. But frivolous romance. I don't like, keep your teddy bears and your knickknacks and your candy. Stop giving me candy, chocolate. Oh, I really don't give a crap about any of that anymore. Like, take me to dinner so I don't have to wash dishes. There you go. Because I made us something. That's where I'm at. I don't really care. And this doesn't involve like personal intimacy. This like frivolous romance. That's why I put frivolous in front of it. Okay. So, because you do have sex over 50. Just saying. It happens. And it's usually way better than the previous 40 years because you are super comfortable with yourself. There's that. Number 3, for me, being the perfect parent. You know what? Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. And I'm tired of trying to live up to that crap. It's just not happening anymore. I have literally lived way too long trying to be a perfectionist and literally falling to pieces and cracking apart when it doesn't happen. And if I apply that to parenting, now that Peter's getting older, I'm going to die. Okay. So I don't care about being a perfect parent anymore. I don't care. I'm not. If you have a problem with the way I raise my kid, unless it involves you personally, I give 0 F's right now. 0. I'm trying to raise him to not be a communist or a jerk off. That's kind of like where I'm at. Sorry, not sorry. If you're offended by that, you're probably listening to the wrong podcast. Just saying. All right. Being a perfect parent. So don't care about invitations. Don't care about frivolous romance anymore. Don't care about being a perfect parent. Number 4, no qualms. Do not care about being the cool person, popular, comparing myself to other people. I just don't care. I don't care. I am where I am. I have lived more in my 54 years than most people have lived in 80. And I feel like it sometimes as well. And I don't care. I don't care if I'm cool. Being cool and popular to me is too much work right now. I don't want to invest that much work in something that doesn't personally benefit me and is super superficial. Super superficial. I'm surprised that came out. And comparing with other people, because I just literally give a shit. In fact, I recently I came to a revelation through a devotional I was doing about how I was talking to, microphone change there. Woo! I'm finally speaking into the proper part of the microphone. There you go. Boom, boom. You're welcome, Mr. Sith. Anyway, comparing, like I spent the first 8 years of my marriage, looking up and idolizing and comparing other friends' marriages to find out after the fact that they were all fucking hot messes. There, I said it. Whatever. It's one of those days. I don't have a sponsor. It's like, it's not worth it. The comparison game is just ridiculous because you have no idea what's going on behind closed doors. So most likely it's going to be a mess anyway. Everybody has mess. And if you don't think you have mess, you're probably a huge ass mess is what I'm saying. But I don't want to be a mess. I don't want to be cool. I don't want to be popular. And I don't care what anybody else is doing because this is what I'm doing. And if that doesn't work for you, awesome, because you're not a part of my immediate family. What a bonus for you. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Number 5, people pleasing, right next to it. I do not care anymore if you don't like what I've stated, done, suggested, posted, podcast about, what I'm writing about. I don't really care. I don't care. I used to get so hung up on this because I needed to please everybody. Childhood trauma. And I don't care anymore. I don't care because it's none of your business. Why am I pleasing other people who usually just don't even give a shit? That usually falls right into effect with like the last three, that you want to be the perfect parent. You want to be cool. You want to be popular. You're in a comparison game. You're keeping up with the Joneses, the Kardashians. Doesn't worry about it. All that shit's fake. Most people, if you are trying to compare yourself to somebody, or you're like, man, you're feeling down on yourself because of anybody you know is out there having and talking about this fantastic life they have, most likely they're doing it to convince themselves, and it's all fake. Period. There you go. Moving on. Number 6. I had to look. I'm like, wait, what? So I don't care if I get an invitation. I don't care about frivolous romance. I am not interested in being the perfect parent, being cool, popular, comparing. I don't give any shits about people pleasing right now. Number 6, movies and TV star gossip. Now, I'm going to tell you this because I thought about this and then I thought, you know what? I really have stopped doing that because I just don't care. Number one, if you know me, you know that I pretty much hate Hollywood. I don't like any message they send. I don't like their attitude, how they look down on people. I don't appreciate a group of people who think so much of themselves that they throw themselves awards and then all like applaud and clap themselves. And then they all dress up because they're all about people pleasing and comparing and being popular and cool amongst themselves. It's almost like all the categories that I got stuck in my 20s and 30s, but in one town. Just think about that. It's horrible that none of them can be themselves or they're shamed. If they think outside of the box, they are shamed and blacklisted. If they do this outside of the box, they are shamed and blacklisted. But somehow we want all of our kids to follow their movies and their merch and their Instagram and their music and all that kind of nonsense. Like I just found out Beyonce did a country song. Girl, stay in your own damn lane. Nobody wants to listen to you fucking sing country music. I don't. And I don't even like country music. Well, I don't hate it all. It's better. It's another thing I've decided is after I'm 50, I really don't dislike any music unless it was made after 2005. I'm just joking. 2020. Possibly before that. Because it's really not music anymore. It's just a regurgitation of everything in the 80s or 90s. Which is music I listen to anyway, except you just redid it and it's super horrible. There's that. So no TV star gossip, like people talking about shows. Like I never saw, I don't even know the name of it. The zombie one, I was going to say Grateful Dead, not Grateful Dead. A Day of the Dead. What's the zombie one? Oh man, I feel like I got to anyway, there's some big zombie, thing was on it. A series. Everybody watch that. What's the other one? The motorcycle. I truly don't watch these. There was also a motorcycle one. And Game of Thrones, I read the books. What the hell do I need to watch the movie for? The movies are always worse. Why? Even if it's a series. So no Game of Thrones. I never did Gossip Girl. I never did the Gilmore Girls. I never did Grey's Anatomy. I didn't do none of that. I stopped watching shit when I turned 30 because that's when the decline started for me in Hollywood. And I don't watch any of those things. And I watch things that are more reality based, but if it gets ridiculous, like I'm not watching Big Brother. I gave up Survivor because that started getting ridiculous as well. I do like Amazing Race. I think it's like I don't know, like fun traveling. I think you can learn some geography from it. It's like, I got to get something out of this show. I love documentaries. Don't get me wrong. And I used to be a huge fan of The Real Housewives. Although I didn't watch them all, I would dabble in just checking it out. But my two shows that I watched were Beverly Hills and Orange County. Now, I will tell you, I don't watch either of them anymore. And I even did like Vanderpump Rules for like the first, I don't know, 4 seasons. And then it got to a point where it was almost like having, when you turned it on, it was like watching a bunch of spoiled, rotten, privileged people having no class or manners. And I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. Like, I'm spending my whole life trying to get away from this in my own family. Why am I turning it on TV? So I am officially those realities. I've gotten rid of all of those finally. There's that. I mean, I kind of applaud myself for that. I give myself a little pat on the back for getting rid of the Real Housewives and the Pump Rule stuff. So there's that. Number 7, stuff. I just don't care. I don't want stuff anymore. Like, I want bare ass minimum. Like, I'm looking over at my corner curio because I have not decluttered it yet. And I'm thinking there's about 1, 2, 3. I could pretty much get rid of 90% of what's on this thing. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't need this. I don't need any of that shit. And there's 3 drawers. I don't even know what's in it. So I could probably throw out everything in there because I don't even know what's in there. That's kind of where I'm at. I don't want stuff anymore. I would rather have experiences than have things. To me, I feel like I'm at the latter half of my life here, and I would rather enjoy it with my son and my family and just kind of do stuff, you know? I don't need shit in my house or to bring it home. None of it. Okay, so I can't even realize we're already 16 minutes into this. I'm just rolling today, guys. All right, my friends, we're going to take a quick endorsement break, and then we'll be right back. Hey, everybody, Denise here. Listen, you guys know that I have been on this food journey, and I've really amped it up this year, going a majority of plant-based. And one of the things that I have utilized to help make this journey a little bit easier and have what I need, the food available to me at a convenience, has been Daily Harvest. Daily Harvest is a company that's on a mission to make it really easy to eat more sustainably grown organic fruits and vegetables every day. Why? Because getting 5 servings daily can help you live longer on a healthier planet. But also, it's because it is really hard in a busy lifestyle and day to day, especially as moms, to actually be able to get those servings in. And I absolutely, hands down, use their products every day. The number one that I love, the smoothies. So this is huge. I literally just add water. My favorite of all time is the cinnamon, the carrot cinnamon. That's what it is. It tastes like a carrot cake. Except it's good for you. And they have tons of them. They have a cold brew options. They have greens options. They have just fruit options. They have super acai options and all of these different, whatever fits your lifestyle, they have. I can offer to you guys a personal code that I have that is just like everybody else can get one. You can get one as well if you sign up for the product and pass it on to someone that you know. You can get up to $65 off on your first order, depending on what meal plan or products that you selected, by just using the code RE-K4LMG46 at checkout. Again, I will put the code below on the podcast for people to copy. But again, that promo code is RE-K4LMG46. And get yourself some Daily Harvest. Start a new journey for yourself, just like I did, and feel better about you. Oh, my friends, we're back. We're back in business. Welcome back to Finding Calm in the Chaos. I'm Denise. Try and get rid of all the chaos and just have the calm. That's where we're at. We're talking about the Don't Care Dozen that I have officially put down on paper since I've turned 50. These are my greatest don't cares. There are a dozen of them, hence the Don't Care Dozen. 1 was invitations. 2, frivolous romance. 3, being a perfect parent. Don't care. 4, being cool, popular, or comparing anybody. Don't give a shit. Number 5, people pleasing. Number 6, gossip or getting into movies or TV stars and all that kind of garbage. Don't care. 7, stuff and decluttering. Yeah, just doing my whole house. This is like my 2024 mission. I'm gonna have nothing. It's gonna be minimalist in here. And just chucking it up to experiences. I don't want things. I want experiences. Okay. All right. Let's move on to number 8. Being called old. Whatever. Everyone's like, you're 54? Oh gosh, that's old. Okay. Cool. Because to feel like this, be financially secure, have what I need, be able to do whatever I want, and not give 0 F's while I'm at it means I'm old. Bring on the OLD, baby, because I'm all about it. Yeah, I don't care about it. 9. It is funny, though, before I hit to 9, it is funny how you used to sit back and think about when you were like in your 20s and people said they were 50 and how you thought they were like ancient. And now you're 50 and you look at people in your 20s and you're like, God, they're so stupid. You think you know it all. You're damaging your body. You're just doing nonsense. And you're wearing all the wrong clothes. Okay. That was judgy. Which is coming up, by the way. No, but it's true, though. It's not being judgy. I've lived it. I'm not judging it. I lived it. So being called old, don't care. 9, what I wear. Yeah, I really don't care what I wear anymore. Like I care, but I don't care. So what I mean is that I don't care to dress for how everybody's dressing. That's what I mean. Like if the trend is this, like, you know, trends right now are crop tops. Like you can't find a full short shirt right now in the US. If you can, let me know. Because I'm like, I went shopping for just like a sweater and they were all crop tops. And I thought, where's the second half of that? Like, what the fuck do I wear? Do I wear a scarf around my midriff? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Where's the rest of this? And why is this $100 if it's only half a fucking sweater? Just saying. Stupid. I want to be comfortable, but I also want to dress maturely, if that makes sense. I don't want to dress like a kid because then you just look ridiculous. You know who you are and you know who those people are. You cannot tell me, because I have some friends and some family members who dress like they're still 18, and I'm like, that looks ridiculous. You're not giving yourself, your body, or your life, what you've lived. You're not giving yourself credit when you just don't dress for you and comfortably. Be you. You can still have style and character and make it your own. And if you're in your 50s, you really don't care what anybody thinks. If you want to wear like a really nice pair of like, you know, black top with like black boots with a cute little jean jacket and then put it out with some tartan pants, rock it, girl. Rock it. I personally think that would look really cute, but I would look horrible in tartan because I have bigger legs. So that would be like the worst part, and most likely they would stretch. But I tried in a wide leg. I sure would. 10, talking about the Judge Judy's. Yeah, I just don't care. And I did this up to a couple years ago even. And I just thought, why? Why do I care to even judge this person if I don't like them? Like you have to dig deep spiritually for that stuff. Like why? Because normally you're judging them because it's a problem within you. And once I started really focusing on me and not worrying about anybody else, then I was just like, yeah, you don't have to be judgy no more. Just judge yourself. Judge yourself. Why are you even talking about it? And then look inside because it's something in there. Mine were all stored up inside. Judge Judy's. I don't care. And if I'm around people who start Judge Judying, yeah, I don't care to be around that either. I don't. All right. Moving on to number 11. Malicious gossip. Done, especially mom to mom gossip, malicious gossip, or women to women malicious gossip. Because let me just tell you, ladies, we are some fickle bitches. I said it and I ain't taking it back. Because we are some fickle bitches. We are so stressed out, wired, overstimulated, overworked, underpaid. I mean, at home appreciation wise, I don't care about your salary shit. We're not going into the woman's rights shit. I got all my rights. I never had issues. Here we go. Let me tell you, Malicious gossip. I don't want to hear anybody talking shit about somebody else. First off, I don't know that person. So why are we even, I can't even participate in this. But I just feel dirty now when it happens. It's like, why am I taking on this? Because it always involves drama or something that happened. And it's just too much. I don't want it. I don't want it near me. Now, that's not to say, what I also like to say is idle gossip. And that's like friendly girl chat. That's okay. You sit down, you're having coffee with your girls, and you just be like, what happened to, Marie? Marie, we need to get her ass out here to have coffee because she'll be stressing out trying to ignore us. That is not malicious gossip. We're going to talk a little bit about Marie, how she's too stressed out. Her husband doesn't appreciate her. Kids are animals. And she is overwhelmed. We need to rescue Marie. We don't need to talk shit about Marie. We need to rescue her. We need to all get in the car and get them bitches to go and go pick her ass up and bring her back. That's what we need to do with Marie. That's the kind of stuff we need to do. No malicious gossip. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all are chuckling because I kind of give myself a little chuckle right there too. All right. And at the very end, fighting and drama, I can't. Like I get itchy and almost a headache when anything starts. Like when you ask somebody a question or they start going on. I had a situation recently with a person I've known for quite some time. I knew we were growing apart, that kind of thing. And then there was some shit that she did that was timed at an inappropriate time. And then I had words because I was done, but then she wanted to come back at me. It was like message. And I'm like, I'm not listening to any of those. And I'm just going to send 10 messages to random people that I like so that I can drop that name out of my messenger view without the scroll. You know what I'm saying? And that out of sight, out of mind. I'm not going to address it. I don't want to not be friends with her. We're just not close friends anymore. I don't wish her ill well. But I don't want any of the drama, any of the fighting. What would have happened if I listened to those messages? What if she apologized, Denise? I could tell you $1 million she did not apologize. I can also bet you another $1 million that nothing in those messages would have been good. She said she did what she did. She responded. I responded, told her what the situation was and why it was inappropriate. And then she commented back nothing that was good. It was mocking. And that was because she didn't actually listen to the message. Then she tried to come back and tell me that she didn't, that I didn't know that. Well, if you had listened to the fucking message that I actually sent before dismissing me, and that's the thing, self-worth. I'm not listening to anything. Again, I wish her well. I just don't want the drama. If you have a friend call you, and I might be that friend for you. I don't know. I'm trying not to be. I'm moving on. But that's what happens when you move away from people. How do you know it's time to move on and it's too much drama and fighting? Is when somebody is always continually bringing up shit from your past or things you were. And then they want to rope you back. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm past that. You don't know where I'm at. But they felt comfortable enough to throw it in your face. That's a goodbye. That's a goodbye sign. That's I gotta go. See you later. Check yourself. You know what I'm saying? Check yourself. And I don't mean them. I mean you. Check yourself out the door. So that's where we're at today. Don't care. I had to think, what did I name it? I'm like, wait, what the hell's the name of this episode? The Don't Care Dozen from Denise of After 50. You guys have a great, great week. We'll see you on Saturday for a coffee talk. Until then, lead with kindness.